Hi guys, today I'm working in the library today. So I'm just going to talk to you about Chapter 2. We'll be starting with Chapter 2 now. Congratulations on finishing Chapter 1 of Algebra. We're going to be talking about real numbers. So here's my blackboard for the day. We have the first thing we're going to talk about is natural numbers. I want you to put all these definitions in your notebook. I will be checking. Natural numbers are the set of counting numbers, what you learned when you were a little kid. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Those are natural. Then we go on to whole numbers. And notice in the natural you have an N to represent natural. Whole numbers are represented by a W. Whole numbers are natural numbers plus 0. So the only difference is you're adding in a 0. Integers are the set of whole numbers and their opposites. So what are integers? Dot, dot, dot means it goes on. So negative 15, yes, is an integer. I just have from negative 4 through 0 up through 1, 2, 3, 4, blah, blah, blah. Okay? Rational numbers are numbers that can be expressed as a ratio of two integers with the denominator not equal to 0. So a rational number is a ratio that can be expressed as two integers. So a repeating decimal is a rational number. 1/3 is a ratio. That's a rational number. 10/7 is a rational number because you can notice it's a ratio. A ratio is just a fraction. So those are all rational numbers. I threw in here undefined because I want to make sure you know what undefined means. If a 0 is in the denominator, we say it's undefined. 5/0, the answer to that is always undefined. Make sure you know that. Irrational numbers. Irrational numbers are numbers that cannot be expressed by a ratio. In other words, decimals that don't repeat. So irrational numbers would be like 0.6723589126332. That's a type of irrational number. It's numbers that cannot be expressed by a ratio, and numbers, decimals that won't repeat. And then you've got your real numbers, the union of the sets of irrational and rational numbers. So over here, I have a Venn diagram right here. So you guys are going to be doing some Venn diagrams. Real numbers are in the middle there and also on the outside because a real number is rational and irrational numbers. Okay, so let's see this Venn diagram. So in the middle is everything included, and as you go out each layer, you include one more thing. So we've got natural in the middle. That's like 5 and 23. Then we've got whole. That adds 0. Then we've got integers. That adds your negatives. Then we have rational. Those are expressed in a ratio. They're either repeating decimals or terminating decimals. And then we have our irrational numbers on the outside, and these are all real numbers because real numbers are a combination of rational and irrational. What's a terminating decimal? A decimal that stops. Okay, it's not a repeating decimal, whereas a repeating is a decimal that does not stop. So 0.33333 does become 0.3 with a bar over it. Okay, so you're going to be doing page 50, numbers 1 through 7. And you're also going to have a quiz on all of these terms tomorrow. Terminating, repeating, rational, irrational, whole, integers, everything I just said, undefined is included. You will have a quiz on that tomorrow. See you in class.